Just this week, KDPS issued their own, really a warning to everybody to not come out here and stand on these sediment piles because they are very unstable. People can get stuck in them. It has happened. And one of our guides this week when we were out on the river said that when you see it swirling around in the water, it looks almost like a cappuccino, a very ominous cappuccino. But when it settles, that becomes the problem because look how thick it is. This is the type of stuff that is absolutely smothering fish and wildlife habitats and underwater plants. And it's not just Kalamazoo's problem. Now, when this all washes downriver, it's going to become a problem for Allegan, Otsego, maybe even Lake Michigan at some point.
As this is my river, and I've got a pretty deep respect for the river here.
Ryan Baker's life revolves around the river. He fishes it, knows it well, even volunteers with the Kalamazoo River Alliance, so he's noticed the river is changing lately. There's something there that shouldn't be.
It's crazy.
Peering partially out of the water like muddy icebergs or piles of sediment, the slimy, sludgy dirt has been invading the Kalamazoo River for some time now, smothering wildlife habitats and posing a dangerous reality possibly for decades to come.
Think about it like this. You got a bathtub, right? And it's filled almost up to the brim with water. Well, then you take a couple 5-gallon buckets of mud and you throw it in. Boom, it overflows. It's the same situation that we have in the river.
As Baker takes us miles up and down the banks, he stops to show us islands of sediment deposits that weren't there until recently.
So, all right, let's find out.
How long's that pole?
It's a 10-foot pole, and it'll go down further. I just don't want to stick my hand in the mud.
And as we cruise upriver, Ryan points them out everywhere we go.
Like this. This shouldn't be here. There should be all water right here.
The sediment came from here. Claiming necessary repairs to their spill gate in October 2019, Morrow Dam started drawing down levels at the reservoir, gushing water into the Kalamazoo River, and with it, tons and tons of that damaging sediment from the lake bottom.
It's all that muck. It's that stuff you get stuck in and you lose a boot.
The drawdown was supposed to last 4 months. It ended up lasting all of 2020, effectively draining Morrow Lake into the river. In a statement to Fox 17, Eagle Creek Renewable Energy, which operates Morrow Dam, said the extension was so they could replace their spill gates, not simply repair them. They claim to have gotten approval from a few state and federal agencies, but not the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, now locked in litigation with the company. Eagle Creek adding in their statement, quote, "Safety and environmental stewardship are the top priorities for everyone at Morrow Dam. We recognize and take seriously concerns about sediment deposits downstream," unquote. Back downstream, Baker says there's no statement that can repair what's already happened.
The damage has been done. The dam owners can tell us whatever reason they want. It's down here now. It doesn't matter what the reason was.
When it comes to cleanup options, Baker says dredging the muck out is really their only but very expensive option. So behind us here is the only active dredging project so far on the river. It's estimated to dredge about 4,000 cubic yards of that sediment, but that's not likely to do a whole lot considering estimates have it somewhere around 400,000 cubic yards of sediment that's been dumped into the river. Baker says that's like 5 dump trucks every hour of the day dumping sediment into the river for a full year. In an independent report, one Michigan State professor compared the amount to the volume of 112 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Whatever happens, Baker says the problem won't just be Kalamazoo's for very long. In front of the dam that Baker says caused the whole problem, he noted the sediments that are in Kalamazoo today will be in Plainwell, Otsego, Allegan, maybe even Lake Michigan later.
The Kalamazoo River for the next 30 miles, if nothing is done to clean this stuff up, is going to be dealing with the ramifications of this sediment for years. Absolutely, I mean years.
And the question isn't just what to do with the sediment, it's also what's in it. Morrow Dam is one of the last places where the Enbridge oil spill was capped off not too long ago. On top of that, about 2 miles downriver, there's a Superfund site. So it's also a question of what is actually inside the soil and could it be even more damaging than it already is. In Kalamazoo, Doug Reardon, Fox 17 News.